All right, all right. Man, as we be jamming live, it's hard to say or hard to believe that we're already another month in. We know we only do the show on the last Saturday of every month, and here we are. It's the end of almost the end of October. And here we are one more time, and I'm super, super excited. I'm your man, Big Jack. Story time. I got Pharaoh Keys up on the stage with us today, and you all know this man over there creating change, the best name in the world, creating change 100%. So I'm super excited to be here with you guys. How you doing?
Outstanding to be here with both of you guys, man. Awesome to see you guys. What a great show we got lined up. Can't wait to see.
Yeah, Big Jack, I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad you invited me back.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Today is a family affair, and I said I have to call on my family if we're gonna have a family affair. So 100% had to call Pharaoh Keys. And those who don't know who Pharaoh Keys is, you just never been in a We Be Jammin' live show before, because he is the keyboard player, and I'm not gonna say the leader of, but he's one of the co-leaders of the Heavy Hitters band. So 100% glad to have you out here today, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you got to say with our guest that we have today. We're going to do something different we've never done before. We've never had an interview go on at the same time as the We Be Jammin' live show. We just play the videos and go through, but today we have a special guest.
A treat. A real treat.
Indeed.
All right. So for all those who are coming in, we appreciate you coming in, and thank you. We see you coming in, and see Boss B is back there dropping links. She is better than Nightbot 100%. So everyone, just stay tuned, and let's see if we can get our guests up on the stage. So let's see if we can do this. Here we go. Let's get them up. All right, let me move people around. Here we go. All right, we got the Curtis family with us. How you doing?
Yeah.
All right, look at that. Look at that. I'm super excited. I'm Big Jack Storytime. We got
Hey guys.
there you go. We say Guy, and then we got Pharaoh Keys, and you are the. Never put that on pause. You good, but it's like an 8-second delay. So
we can't hear.
You can't hear me.
We can't hear.
You can't hear me.
Okay.
That's not good. Okay, I don't know why they can't hear us.
I think the audio
You gotta mute that. Mute. You turn it up.
Let's see.
Mama, you're. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why the sound went out.
Now, can you hear us
Let
now?
me make sure. See what's up with the microphone's there. You want to try using the Bluetooth? Yeah, I don't know why the sound went out.
Because we can hear you loud and clear. You cannot hear us?
I don't know.
Yeah, we can hear y'all great.
That's keeping it charged. It's okay. Because there's a delay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So we'll, for some reason when the show started, the sound went out for us.
Oh, okay.
And my daughter, she put it on her phone, but I know there's a delay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I was like, I know that you guys can hear us, but we can't hear you guys right now.
Yeah. 100%. So that's unfortunate. Because now, do you want to? I don't know if you can hear. If you want to come out and come back in,
Yeah, we can.
you want to close it out and come back in.
Our audio just totally went out.
Yeah. I'm turning it up over here. Did you read it?
No.
No, we don't. That's not going to be good. So let me figure this out. It was fine during sound check.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah, it was perfect doing sound check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's stop. I'll stop the airplane. Maybe that'll help. But let's see. I don't think it will. No. Oh, yeah, we don't want to do that.
No, it's hard to say. So what I'm going to do, everyone, while we try to get them situated, because I know they're
okay. So what we did. We're here.
All right. So there you go.
All right.
Okay. We stopped screen mirroring to our big monitor, so
Okay.
we're good.
Yeah, that might have been it.
I got you.
You can hear us now? Okay. So look, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Thank you.
Well, that's what makes it so fun, because there's the thing about us, about the show. It's live. So the things that happen is live. So when we have these little things, it's like this is how you handle a situation. You was on stage and then something happened, you would either figure it out and make it work. So we're super glad to have you here. We've had you on the show before, but we were just playing your video. So to have you here as a family, as the group, I'm through the roof right now, and I'm really blown away. So again, super excited. Before we even get started, I want to play some of your videos, and I also believe that you're going to sing a song or two for us. But where are you located? Where are you located in the United States, or even where are you located?
We're in San Francisco, California.
Okay, all right. And
West Coast in the house.
Yeah.
So now, can you go around and introduce who's who so we can see and meet you all?
Well, let's go by age order. Let's start with the youngest.
The youngest.
Hi, my name is Phoenix.
Phoenix.
My name is Kiki. My name is Isis.
My name is Niall.
My name is Zahara.
I'm Mama C.
Papa C.
Papa C. All right. Well, welcome again, and thank you for being here on the We Be Jammin live show. And again, I told you we got Pharaoh Keys up there. That's my oldest son, so I knew we had a family in the house, so I had to go call on one and get him up here. And then we got my man Guy from Creating Change, and he is a content creator. He has Good Vibes with Guy and Shine, and I don't even know what their schedule is anymore. They blew up so bad. So, and then I'm Big Jack Storytime. So we're super glad to have you here. We are live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, live on Twitch, and you also are live on your own channel as well. So it's cool to have you all here. So I got a couple of videos of yours. I want to ask you a couple of questions. It's good to have you here. I know you got a new album coming out. I want to get into that. So what I'm going to do is play one of your videos, and then we're going to have you, if you can, once it's all said and done, to break it down for us. So let me find one, and we get you up there. So, but before we go there, so how long have you been together as a group? I mean, is this something that just came up, or is it something that you've been doing this all their lives? I'm not sure how old everyone is, but as far as, so help us understand, where did the music come from?
Well, they started when all of them were young, started singing. We would primarily sing in church. Yeah, that was kind of but we found it that they were picking up on really complex harmonies. But before I go any further, we're honored to be here. Thank you so much for sharing your stage with us and you know, sharing your audience with us. So we appreciate it. And Big Jack was so gracious because we were so busy that you were following up, and I was so thankful. I was like, yes, thank you for the follow up. So yeah, when I didn't get back to you, thank you. We so appreciate it. So getting back to it, they started singing when they were young. And then my husband, who he has been singing and performing, he probably came out of the womb with instruments in his hands, because his mother, she's one of the voices of the original Rice-A-Roni commercial. Rice-A-Roni. Yeah, so she won a singing contest, but she was a premier performer. And every time Dr. King would come to San Francisco, she would sing before he would speak. So she was, I mean, from what I heard, people told me, they were like, Aretha Franklin knew who Miss Lucille Wong Curtis was. So yeah, so his her twin brother, my husband's uncle, her twin brother, Cy Wong, was a co-writer with Nat Cole. He also helped to name the Fifth Dimension. So he has ties in the music industry on his mother's side and on his father's side, being related to the Batiste family, John Batiste and the Batiste brothers out of New Orleans. So it was an automatic thing. However, my husband and I, we didn't want our children in music. We did want them singing, and we wanted them to have the culture that comes out, the rich culture that comes from being Black Americans in this country. So that was why we wanted them steeped in gospel and the blues. So they were always singing. And so my husband would he would host rehearsals for his ensembles, his big bands. And we didn't know that they were picking up the instruments and learning how to play. And one day my husband and I were on a conference call in the back of the house, and we heard music, and it was White Rabbit. And we were like, oh, dang, they must be playing music. Let me go tell them. My husband was like, can you go tell them to turn it down? So I go to the front of the house where all the instruments are. And I run back. I was like, honey, you got to see this. They're playing. They're playing that song. And it was funny. It was White Rabbit. Isis here, who's the drummer, she's singing and playing the drums. Like, it's like, to her, when you ask her, she was like, oh, it's easy to sing and play the drums. So, and all of them were on their different instruments. And it was, when my husband saw that, he was like, oh man, he was done. Like, he literally said, I was done with my other ensembles. Because if you, as your son may know, when you're running bands, you know, people ask you, can you pay me before the gig? Oh, I'm late. Can you call me a cab? I can't make it to the rehearsal. And then, or they show up to the rehearsal, didn't learn the music. They're learning the music at the rehearsal. So, or you know, can you bail me out? You know, that kind of thing was happening. And my husband was like, oh, I'm done with that. It's just going to be the family. So it was actually just, he was just kind of grooming them to be their band. And then when we were all singing together, he was like, hey, let's do this as a family. So yeah, it culminated. And then really during COVID was when we really amped up singing and performing with our instruments as a family unit. And it grew out of that.
Yeah. It was very organic. It was very, very organic growth, how it happened. And, you know, as my man, your son knows, and you're dealing with band members, you got to deal with so many. You're not just dealing with your issues. You got to deal with their issues,
everybody's personalities.
Yeah.
Everybody's personality. You got to be babysitter, psychologist. You got to be the bank. You got to be all kinds of things. And I've been doing this since I cut my first record when I was 10.
Wow.
And I'm at the 70 mark now. So I stopped doing it. When I realized that they could play, I was like, oh, I'm done. You know, I had been running bands all my life. I mean, even the first bands that I started when I was a teenager, I was starting the band, running the band, getting the gigs, doing everything, producing the music. And when this happened, I was like, yeah, this is cool because they got to do what I tell them to do.
All right. So now I wonder, because if it's okay, I want to hear from maybe one of the band members. Is it a thing that you love? You picked it up and you're doing it, or is it something that, oh well, we got to go to rehearsal or we got to perform? I don't want to put anybody on the spot, so one of y'all can answer the question. Is it something that you like? I look forward to doing as a family, or is it? Do it feel like it's a job sometimes?
Well, for me, obviously there's going to be times where it feels like work, but I hate when it's like just rehearsing and we're not out there playing. I love playing and performing, and it just annoys me when we don't get to do that. I remember we recently did an event for Bobby Seale. They had a street named after him, and we performed there.
Yeah, the great Bobby Seale.
Yeah. And we performed and stuff, and it was really fun. I just like doing that. I don't like staying still. I just love playing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Legit. Now I looked around, and other than Papa C, are you the only male in the group? I see all sisters. Or that's just a fallout, huh? All right. So I sometimes think that would be okay. Yeah. All right.
That too. The only men in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of testosterone in this.
No, that's awesome. I mean, it really is just to watch y'all. And so now everyone knows how to play all the different instruments, or is you specific on, like I've seen the violin before, I've seen the keys, the drums, the bongos. So how does that work for you?
Well, my husband plays everything, and he has his master's degree in orchestration and arrangement, but it's not because of that. It's him growing up in Louisiana and in the Black Baptist church. It's normal to just, hey, you get off of there and go play the organ, get off of there and go play the drums. So in his house, they rotated instruments. So that was something that he's instilled in his students, really. So it's, if you're a singer, you got to pick up an instrument. Pick up the piano, the guitar. If you're a piano player, you got to sing. Even for all of us, he's like, everybody has to play the keys. Everybody has to be able to play the drums, percussions, because it's, and like he's even like with guitar, it's like, it's a percussive instrument. Piano's a percussive instrument. So it's he sees it as a holistic, systemic thing. So it's natural for everyone to switch up. And I can't wait till you see him play the saxophone. So, but yeah, so he's a trip. So that's what he played. He played that in the marching band at Grambling, right? Yeah. So it really comes out of his philosophy that we're the instrument, you the human being are the instrument, and these are tools.
It's just a tool.
Yeah.
You should be able to do the same thing on anything you pick up. That's just how that works.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. Yeah.
And also that's the genius of Black human beings is our ability to transmit the information and storytell through whatever we pick up. That's what we do.
Gotcha. All right. So look, Papa C, I want to throw something at you because Pharaoh Keys up there, he played saxophone in a marching band at Marshall University and for the Baltimore Ravens in their marching band. So he's and when he put the sax down and pick up the keys, I'm like, what are you doing? I love to listen to play the sax. But yeah. But
keyboard is where the money is, though.
Keyboard's where the money is. Okay. All right. So let me get one of your songs. We're gonna put it up there, and then we're gonna let y'all break it down for us. So let me find one. Bear with me because it's a little tough sometimes moving the screens around. So, but we do have the Curtis family with us on We Be Jammin' Live today, and we thank everyone that's in the chat dropping comments, and we'll be addressing you shortly. But let me pick one of your. So let's see. Stevie Wonder, I think, did we already talk about? Yes, 100%. So let's get that up. Give me 1 second.
Give
me 1 second to get it set. Shoot, it's all over the place. I apologize to y'all. All right, here we go. So looking focused.
They're bonnet. It's so cute.
Yeah, I apologize. It's
all good. All good. It's all good. Cool.
It's not doing what I wanted to do.
What is Guy drinking?
Coffee. Coffee, that's it.
Coffee. So I got y'all up here. Let me see. All right, so thank you all for bearing with me on this. There's so many different songs that you have. It makes it a little bit tougher for me. So did we got you up? There we go. All right.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go. Let's go.
Let me go back to the time.
Oh man, that was awesome, guys.
Okay, hold on. Oh, thank
There
you.
we go.
Yay!
There we go.
You still muted, Big Jack.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, that's me. That's me that time.
Awesome.
I apologize.
Thank you.
Hey,
Oh, and we want to do a big shout out to Walter Beasley because we see that he's on the chat, and he's been one of our biggest supporters. And the fact that, speaking of horn players, the fact that he's been one of the top 10 best-selling horn player since 1998 in the country, still to this day is amazing. So shout out to Walter Beasley.
Yo, Walter Beasley in the
Yeah.
house.
And
That's
as
crazy.
as Johnny Hathaway would say, from the Blackpool gene.
Yeah.
Walter Beasley. WB in the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So Walter
That's wild.
Beasley, hello, and thank you for even coming in and hanging out with us on We Be Jammin' Live. We got the Curtis family, the C notes. I don't want to
Yeah.
take away from the C notes for sure. And
Yeah.
it's a pleasure to have you up here. And I don't want to take anything away from our two co-hosts we got up here. If they have any questions, please throw that out there. Don't hesitate if you have any questions, because
All right.
I know I, as a music lover, I don't sometimes ask the right questions for musicians. So I know that you have your group together. I've seen Mama C walking through, moving the cameras around while y'all was rehearsing live and performing. And it takes a lot to put a show on. It takes a lot to put, even you're sharing your music with YouTube and Instagram and things like that. But to rehearse and to go live and perform, that's just amazing in itself. So thank you for sharing your talent with us on the stage.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how often do you rehearse? How often do y'all rehearse as a group?
Oh,
Well, we
every day should be.
really rehearse every day in some perspective. We all have our individual rehearsals. If we've got, whether we have a show coming or not, we have always have music. We have a list of stuff we need to go over.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time, because I'm department head of Black Music Studies at the Community Music Center here in San Francisco. And so I put a lot of emphasis on our heritage and the music that everything from Sun House to Johnny Shine to Brother Ledbetter, who we call Lead Belly, to Howlin' Wolf, to Duke Ellington, Tower of Power. I mean, you name it.
Pavarotti.
Yeah, even the greats that we love from the opera community.
Yeah, Leontine Price.
Like Leontine, Kathleen Battle, and even the brothers who were the Three Tenors.
Yeah.
But we're extremely eclectic in this house, and we're always working on, if it's not classical, we're working on so-called jazz. I always say so-called jazz because I don't really like that word attached to our music. American classical music is what we should be calling it.
Right.
So we're always working on something, and we're always in the studio producing music. My wife and I teach music, and our children actually, they help us teach the classes. Many times we just walk out to class, go down the street and go have a cup of coffee, and they'll teach the class.
Yeah.
Why you gotta tell everybody?
Tell the secrets. Huh?
Well, metaphorically speaking, we're around. I'm just using that.
No.
Metaphorically getting called.
But no, and really, sometimes it does help to have someone that to show that I'm not just teaching you fluff. Yeah, it really works. Check it out. They're performing right beside you, and that gives a person who's sitting in the seat that might feel that, well, I'm 22, I'm 21, I'm 19. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't understand. Yes, I do. Here you go.
Yeah.
So I don't know the ages of your children, but at the same time, I understand the difference of generations, and sometimes some younger groups they don't want to hear it from the older group, the older generation. They need to hear somebody at their level. So that's cool that you're taking it. Can you, I don't say use them, but having any one of your kids go in a classroom and say, hey, this works. I am the instrument and this is my tool, and let it go to work. So that's pretty.
I think it all really turned around for certain when I said I'm done with the big bands, because I have my own big bands, my own quartets, all this stuff. And when we just started cultivating what we have, we took them out of school. I took them out of school. I have a PhD in education. My wife has her bachelor's in business. And we decided they weren't teaching. We noticed they weren't teaching anything. All of our children want to be scientists. Music is who we are. Music is not what we do. They all have individual aspirations, astrophysics, engineering, physics, mechanical physics. They all want to be a part of that aspect of giving back in life. But music is that's just what we are. That's who we are. It's not just what we do. Right. So we knew that there were no programs for that. So when we took them out of the schools, people told us we were crazy. And then during the pandemic, everybody called us to ask us, how do you homeschool? We got the idea from a sister and brother in Boston who wrote a book about it.
It's called Morning by Morning.
Yeah, Morning by Morning. Yeah. And they homeschooled their children to Ivy Leagues. Yeah. They're all doctors. They're all blah, 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 blah. They're all productive in life. And so, the bottom line is my children have to go to HBCUs first. But they're all enrolled right now at Harvard University is giving out free classes. I guess they're shooting the middle finger at Trump because he cut their funding. So they said, okay, we're going to open up this thing for anybody who wants to take classes. So all of our children are taking advantage.
There's the book. I found it.
There it is. Morning by Morning. So I know that Boss B will try to drop those links there for anyone who wants to get that book and see it. So yeah. That's, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what it did was it created a bond with us. But I have to say, it was a bit challenging because we actually ended up homeless. All 7 of us.
Wow.
So it's been a challenge.
Wow.
But we knew that we were going to get through that. And it was the music of the Drifters, the Mills Brothers.
Yeah.
The Hawkins Singers.
Right.
Wait,
but you're getting the timeline. So here's the tricky thing.
What I'm trying to tell them.
The timeline is different. Yeah,
the timeline. What I'm trying to express is the bond that was created when we took them out of school, the bond that was created when we ended up homeless. This is how we came to this, what you're seeing right now, why it seems so tight and we're all together. It's because we went through something together. And that brought us to a place where we understood the value and the importance of our connection through our music. And that really is the point that I'm making with this. And so when people see who we are, there's nothing phony here. We don't have to pull their arms and make them practice. They do it because they love it. Right. And that's kind of it in terms of how we got to this place. We're also community activists. We spend a lot of time helping people, helping our senior community. These are things that I wanted because I'm a former Black Panther, and I wanted my children to understand what community really means. Family is community. Community is family, and your connection to your community is really the strength of your family, and the strength of your family is your community. Wow. And so we participate on so many different levels, but our music is how we can bring the energy to a higher frequency.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, really, the whole comments was deep. I mean, right there, the timeline and all for where you are, and this is why we do what we do. This is why we try to have the live shows and the We Be Jammin', because we would have never got that from watching. I wouldn't watching the video on your YouTube channel, your Instagram channel. I think even if you had told that story, I might have went over that and didn't catch it. But here, being able to talk to you, I'm actually getting the behind the scenes or the inside scoop sometimes what people say. So I'm gonna ask you to do us a favor. All those who are watching, I think we got 131 people out there watching right now, and it's in the chat, that's out there viewing. So we thank you all for tuning in for the We Be Jammin' Live. But I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all can give us a song live right here, if you don't mind sharing one, and I'll turn the stage over to you, and we'll listen to you. And
You guys want to
Back
tell
on.
us?
Sure.
Yeah,
Of
Doc-
course.
oh, okay.
I know we got some of our family, that's our fan base out there that we've cultivated for 5+ years. I know they know this song very well. This is a song that we end our lives to conclude.
And our live stream.
Yeah, our live streams to conclude our, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so this is Love is What We Do. Love is Where You Go.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna turn the stage over to you. Give me one.
Yeah.
half a
So
second.
first of all, we do want to ask everyone that is here from that as part of our family. Make sure you guys subscribe to Big Jack Storytime, so you don't miss another We Be Jammin episode. And make sure you like the video so the algorithm can show, we can do its magical thing there.
100%. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And just when we were saying, like, talking about when me and Kiki were like, oh, timeline. So my husband and I, when we experienced our homelessness, we were working full time, and they were actually in school. So what was a trip was like we didn't have a car either. So we were busing it everywhere. A lot of people didn't know, and it was basically my husband and I, it was our pride, really. We didn't want people knowing. So when we finally got into our place, and we decided to take them out of school, because we had experienced that homelessness, and then there was a trust that happened with the family. When we took them out, I believe they enjoyed it. I hope they did. Right? Did you guys enjoy the homeschooling? Yeah, of course. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, to the song.
All right. No problem. Here you go.
Where do you go when you're feeling low? What do you do when you're all alone? When it seems like the weight of the world is bearing down upon your shoulder, babe. Remind yourself you were created divine. With love flowing over. Let nothing and no one rob you of your truth. Believe and see the light in you. And you can boldly speak your truth. That's where you go when you're feeling low. That's what you do when you're all alone. When you shine your light on the world, you share the love that lives within you. Despite what you may go through, trust that love will see you through. Let nothing and no one rob you of your truth. Believe and see the light in you. So you can boldly speak your truth. Where do you go? Where do you go? When you're feeling low. When you're feeling low. What do you do? What do you do? Feeling low. When you're feeling low. It's all about love. It's all about love. All about what you do when you're all alone. Believe it's true. Believe that you can make it through the answer in what you do when you're all alone.
Search deep inside and you will find
when you
secrets that
will
free your mind.
love is what you do when you're all alone. Love's where you go when you're feeling low.
When you feel
Yeah.
Wow.
I meant
Yeah.
the words of what
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody know if you didn't tell nobody.
Outstanding.
I'm messing up the lyrics,
Right.
right?
So I gotta ask, who does the vocal arrangements? Because it shifts. It's a lot of different styles going in there when you arrange. Like you have, it's weird. You can hear a lot of different influences, but it's hard to pin one down. That the way you arrange the vocals and the backgrounds it's interesting. It's unique.
Well, I'll tell you this. They're all pointing at me. I've been singing in singing groups since I was 3 years old. Cut my first record at 10 years old. My mother, I sang in church. I sang in street corner symphonies, groups all my life. And your dad can attest to this. We grew up in the golden age of music. We grew up when you had groups. If you're going to be in music, you had to know all the stuff that was out there. And we had such great music. And I know my brother Walter Beasley is watching this. We all in the same age category. The music we grew up with was the bedrock for who we are today. And so when you grow up with that kind of blueprint, it's easy to do this stuff. I mean, it's so natural. Doing these musical arrangements. And I think, the fact that I went back to school and got my master's in orchestration and arranging, because I do a lot of horns and, different kinds of instruments that I write for. I wrote my first symphony at 14.
Wow.
And so I have this background in arranging, but I think it comes from the streets. It comes from the sounds. It comes from our people, the greatness of our people and what we've given to the world and what we continue to give to the world. That's where it comes from. And I tell you this because I say it with such humility. I can't take any credit for this stuff. This stuff is just so innate in me because I absorbed it from my ancestors. I absorbed it from the creators who gave it to me. When I had the privilege of playing in the Basie Orchestra and the Duke Ellington Orchestra, listening to all those colors and all of those different approaches to our music, you got to be asleep if you don't get it, because it's there and it's so ingrained in our DNA. And it's just a matter of tapping into it. So I can't take credit for that. I mean, I'm just doing what they did.
Right. Wow. So there was a question that came up in the chat, and it's for you, Papa C. It says, how does it feel to have 6 family members singing around you? Perfect. You were playing in the middle and they all singing around you. How does it feel?
I'm going to answer this question and then I want y'all to ask them some questions. Check this out. I'm going to tell you how cool this is. Nobody I know has this. I get to wake up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'll tell you, I might have an idea. Hey, y'all, come in the studio. I got to put this together. And I'll be in there sometimes laughing in my sleep because I don't want them to hear that it's funny to me to see them just get up and just do it without, they'll come in there rolling, getting the sleep out their eyes, but they always are down for doing it.
That's all.
That's what's so crazy about this. So I'm like a mad scientist in a laboratory, and I got all of this right here. They come to my aid, and then they write and produce and create music themselves, and we collaborate.
Yeah.
In fact, on this album, we're all collaborating on this record. On the first 2 records, I did a lot of the playing. On the first one especially.
Well, he played all of the instruments.
But on the second one, they stepped up. And on this one, they went beyond. That's all of them playing.
Yeah.
On the second and on this one. On this one, it's just it's amazing. This album.
Yeah.
And the reason why I brought Walter Beasley's name up is because he's actually on this latest album.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm people of the
That's my brother. That's my brother. I love him. And Lenny Williams is on this album. So we got some heavyweights with us on this. DeBarge was supposed to be on this album.
Okay. Oh, bro, I gotta tell the story. Okay. So we're in Oakland recording at our dear friend's Ricardo Scales, his studio, right? Lenny's plugging in his audio, his vocals there. So we've been trying to reach, playing phone tag with DeBarge to get on this record. He had returned our calls, and then he would call us at bad times. Man, this fool calls us when we're in the studio with Lenny. And we're like, what the hell? Like, now you're calling us? You're supposed to be like, anyways, we'll get him on the next album.
Yeah, we'll catch him on the next one. I've been blessed. I've had the privilege to play behind some greats. Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, Carmen McRae, Joe Williams, Abby Lincoln, Phyllis Hyman. I mean, so I got a chance to really just learn a lot and share a lot. Maurice White taught me a lot about how to produce vocals in the studio.
Yeah.
That's why when you listen to the record, you go, man, that's clean stuff going. Maurice taught me a lot about how to produce vocals in the studio. One of my groups from the Bay Area is called Expression. He was executive producer of that group. I produced the album. It was another band that I had. I'm talking to your son. Another band. And a lot of them cats did some stuff that wasn't cool, and I had to disband the band. But yeah, so you understand, you know what it is to be in these bands.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
I like to think of the Curtis family as an extension of Maurice White's legacy, because what my husband learned from Maurice White in terms of recording vocals in the studio, we implement all of those techniques. And which is why when we sing live, people are like, man, you guys sound like the record. And it's from what my husband learned from him. So we are, and because Maurice was his mentor, so we are part of that Maurice White legacy, and we're proud to say that.
Yes, and the Baptiste legacy. The New Orleans Baptiste legacy.
Oh yeah.
Those are our close relatives.
Right.
And so this is all natural. It's supposed to be like this.
And it looks natural. I mean, it really does. So now I know Papa T told me to speak to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
So I've seen a video with you all on America's Got Talent. So I need now, what was that feeling like to be on that stage? Because a lot of us watch the show, but no one can say what it's like to be on that stage. So can any of y'all, or all of you?
Okay.
I mean, none of us really get nervous at all. To us, it was just another performance. Like, it didn't matter whether we went on or not. We went specifically because they paid for everything.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I was more nervous at a family funeral one time than performing on AGT.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
What was interesting is that the season that we were on, season 16, that was the first season, I think, for AGT where everybody except for one was casted. So they kept because we've turned down AGT for like maybe like 3 times, but then one time they called and they were like, okay, we're gonna take care of everything and be in Pasadena for like a couple of days. So we're like, this is gonna be like a vacation. So it was like, you know, AGT, we love that experience and what we got to see behind the scenes as well. But you know, it's just for us, it was another performance and something that we could do together as a family.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, guys.
That's it's definitely different because, like I say, when we're looking at it from our side, the viewer side, it's so much. You know, you see the people sitting in the back, and it look like everyone's nervous. And to hear you say, "Yeah, I've been more nervous at a funeral." Which is okay. That's okay.
So remember that they have producers that ask you. They ask you to like, can you
tell us,
pace
like,
back and forth?
Yeah, can you like
Ah.
your fingers or like fidget or something?
Okay, we're gonna put like these like we're gonna wet your face and we're gonna make it look like you're just like you're standing, you're sweating.
And then one time when they wanted us to like, they thought that we'd be excited to potentially go to Vegas or like whatever, but like we weren't because it's like a so what thing whether we went or not. And so when we were on there, they were like, okay, because they saw how like not excited we were, like they said, act excited, like, and then on TV it looked like, oh my god.
Well, there were some other things, especially when it came to like contractual stuff that was gonna go against our family values. So that was one thing. So it was like Las Vegas. But, okay.
No, thank you.
Wow. Look, again, it's an opportunity that we're getting to hear and see the behind the scenes that we would never got, because you do. A lot of people are fighting to get to this where you were on that stage, and to hear that, I'm not gonna say it's a show, but it is a show. They're looking for ratings. They're looking for no different than someone on social media looking for clicks and views and likes and all. And that's that, like the program I have and all the spinoffs from my programs. We want real talk. We want real action, real voices, real people, without all the extra clicks and likes and views. Like, I'm not going to ask you to do something so I can get more viewership or whatever, because that to me is a sell. I can't fake it today and then have to try to come up with something tomorrow to make it, keep it going. So it's like, be real and you don't have to worry about all those things. So I applaud you as a family to be real. Go ahead, Pop.
So check this out, man.
Oh, we did. Don't expose too. NDA.
Okay. Okay. Let me tell you how this thing was. They didn't expect us to be real musicians. So when we got there, they weren't even prepared. They thought we were singing the track.
They said, "Where's your track?
Where are your tracks?"
And we're like, "Track."
I had to run to
Guitar Center and get chords.
So when we got there, we had amps sitting all on top of us and vans. We had instruments falling out the car, out the van that we drove there in. That's how deep it was. And so when we got there and we coming in with all our amps, all this stuff, they're like, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on here? And they said, "What you guys really play? You guys are really gonna play? Oh my God." They had to scramble and go to the Guitar Center to get chords and all kinds of stuff to facilitate us. So when you hear us singing, we are literally singing live. That is real. Ain't no pre-recording, none of that.
And we did have a producer that said that we were the first to actually be live.
Yeah, so
we were live, and we didn't know that people were using tracks.
Yeah, we didn't even know. No one told us. So
we're like tracks.
Until you just said it, we didn't know either.
Yeah. So we were supposed to have a 45-minute sound check that day, but it ended up being 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just remember.
We actually didn't have one.
Yeah,
it was very
You couldn't even consider. We even played the 2 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, if y'all had tracks, you wouldn't need it, I guess.
No.
Yeah. So what you heard, and we're talking about the audition.
Yeah, the audition.
The second time around was a little weird for us. they didn't have much more interest in us because we wouldn't sign the contract. I'm just gonna say that much.
Right.
So you can use your imagination to figure out what might have happened on stage. All right.
No, I got you. I got you.
Right.
I got you. He said he wasn't signed the sound. It wasn't signed the contract. I got you.
He's going to telepathically tell it to you with his eyes.
It's all good. I'm catching it loud and clear. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh yeah,
What
we
I will
got
say
you.
is,
It's amazing that, you know, like I say, it's about viewership. It is about viewership, and it's about, you know, they're fighting for spots no different than anybody else. You know, you got America's Got Talent, and then you got The View and all those, not The View, but The Voice and all those other shows that are fighting for those same spots. So, and you're a very talented family too. So have you come out there and to do something that they're not used to seeing or on the stage is amazing. So I wasn't able to use that video and show those. So you go to their the Curtis family's YouTube page, and you can see that video out there. I can't take it because it doesn't belong to, it belongs to America's Got Talent. So I can't pull it. It will be copyrighted as soon as I put it out there and try to show it. So, but I do know it's out there, and but I also saw y'all performing at I want to say it was at a stadium, so it had to be a baseball stadium. And you did the national anthem. Was it the national anthem?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, how was that? So how was that? And I'm talking to.
Well, first of all, we did the Warriors twice.
Okay.
Golden State Warriors, and then I'll let my wife talk to you about the baseball thing.
Oh, he's a huge baseball.
He was
fan.
bro. He was like
Yeah.
a little boy at a candy shop.
Yeah. He was so
man.
happy. He was like, "Wait, I can touch the grass?" Like he was like, he's like the mound, and he was so. And,
I've never
I'm a
seen
huge
Pop like
Giants
that.
fan.
Yeah.
Willie Mays used to eat over at our house when I was a little boy. So my dad was one of the first black police officers in San Francisco. So he and Willie Mays played pool together. So I'm gonna leave it there. But that was like I sucked at baseball, but it's still today is my favorite sport because it's my connection to my father.
Right.
Awesome.
Well, it's so bad that if they're winning and you walk into the room, you better stay. Because if they start losing and you left, you'd be like, "Why did you come in here? Oh my god, what is happening?"
Don't go in if he's watching. Yeah, no, because Papa's always like, if you come in, he's like, "No, you have to stay here." Somehow you're or if you come in and you start losing, he's like, get out.
You gotta get out. Oh yeah.
You put bad vibes. Get out of here.
Yeah. So what was funny about it is when you're on the field like that, and if you're not a big star, there's a sound issue that you hear like a 2-second delay. So you better really concentrate on what you're doing because when you're singing with an echo of being a 2-3 second delay, it's so distracting. So
it's very schizophrenic.
Yeah. So when we did it, we were like, "All right, guys, just squeeze your butt cheeks and just really focus on singing." So yeah, that was a trip, but it was really fun though. It was really fun.
The people loved our rendition of the national anthem.
Okay.
And that same national anthem, we did a different take on it. You know, we've been blessed to do a lot of firsts. We did the first black female mayor. We did the first
inauguration of her.
Yeah, we did her inauguration. We did the first female lieutenant governor. We've done a lot of firsts as a family, so much so that we've been labeled the San Francisco Bay Area first family of song. And we kind of wear that with the badge of honor, considering all the greats that came through here. That you know, you got the Sly Stones, the Larry Grahams, the Tower of Power, but as a family, you got Tony Tone. I mean, you know, the Tonys. Dwayne Wiggins and I were good friends. I mean, it's so you got families here in the Bay Area where this music was cultivated and changed the world. So you know, to be labeled that is really special.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. So I noticed and I've seen the who plays the violin, or is it more than one? Okay.
I play violin and guitar. Of course, the family and I, as we progress, we all kind of switch instruments and stuff. But yeah.
Wow.
These two play violin. I play violin.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
All right. And then your drummers. I've seen of course I've seen you on the drum.
Mama said I picked up the drum. She's doing a great job.
Right.
That's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I did it because Isis is such a great performer, and the way she sings ballads, and I was like, nah, baby, you can't be like when Jeffrey Osborne tried to do, what was the song? What a difference, when he first started doing that song.
Love ballad.
Yeah, so Love Ballad. I saw an interview where he said he did that song while he was on the drums, but the record label was like, no, you can't sing a song like that and you're on the drums. You got to be up front. So then when I heard Isis singing Peaceful Waters, I was like, oh no, my baby can't be on the drums singing a song. Like, I got to get back there. So my old ass was like, I was sleeping with the metronome on because I was like, I was so paranoid because my husband was like, we're going to do this on a live stream. And I was like, oh no, it's going to be out there forever. So I was like, with any chance I got, I was on the drum pad. I was sleeping with the metronome on really low to get into my subconscious. And then even my husband was like, he woke up one morning, he was like, did I hear a metronome?
No, because it actually worked. It actually worked because she got better at her timing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
hypnotized her.
Well, we did.
So all you out there watching this show right now, you're listening what it takes to actually be a good performer, not just get up there, I'm gonna do it. It's like I need to study it, live with it, sleep with it, wake up with it, and then you'll be professional. Because I watched the video or one of your rehearsals, and Mama said you're doing an awesome job on the drum, so you're not going to 100%.
Yeah, she actually played it at the Blue Note.
Oh wow.
Hey, look, that was
Napa.
my first performance on the drums. Who does that though? Whose first performance on an instrument is at the Blue Note?
Is at the Blue Note. That's huge.
So what was funny was I asked the family, please don't make a big deal out of me on the drums until after we're done with the song, because I was sweating bullets and I didn't even sleep the night before. I was like, yo, I was like practicing in my head. It was insane.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
All right. So now the keyboard, do the keys. Who's
Phoenix,
obviously,
well, everybody, and Kiki also plays. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a requirement in this family.
Yes.
everybody
Gotta know some piano.
Everybody is.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. No, that's awesome. I mean, it really is awesome. I see in the room when you're doing your rehearsals, all the instruments laying around the wall and all. And I'm like, is it decoration, or that everybody can pick them up and actually play? And I know it's not decoration. You don't have to come and jump on me. I see it. They're ready to go get me now. But
No, this is what I wanted to tell you.
all right, go ahead.
We made a conscious effort to take all the furniture out of our living room, and we said, when you come to this house, you're gonna have to sit your behind in front of an instrument. And so what you see is, I mean, when I say we got a whole lot of instruments in this house, there's more instruments in this house than there's food.
Folding chairs, folding tables,
That's what's up.
big folds.
Sounds awesome.
Okay.
Everything folds.
So yo, I miss a couch though. I do.
No, now I know every day is not sunshine and roses. I mean, and not to throw any extra in it, but are there times where we don't agree on a song or don't agree on a sound or anything like that? How does that work? Is it a vote?
It's a natural human thing to have disagreements.
Mhm.
Like that's a normal thing because conflict creates peace. And if you are able to, when you have conflict, you can be able to create peace if you understand each other.
Resolve it.
And then you resolve it.
But say
and you resolve it. Let me finish. So when it comes to song, if you don't feel like, if someone doesn't feel like doing a song, we communicate it and then we have to work it out. And sometimes And sometimes we just go with it.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just go with it.
We
Even
vote.
if we, and we take a vote as well.
Yeah, so we have a weekly meeting.
Mm.
We run our family like a business.
Gotcha.
To some degree. We have a weekly meeting. We talk about issues. We talk about plans. We talk about everything from school to you name it. And all of this comes up in our meetings. And if it's a song that somebody's not feeling comfortable about, we rectify that in a couple ways. We make the song in a way that makes them feel good doing the song. That's one way of doing it. Like we'll change the arrangement. And I've done that many times where we change the arrangement and they go, oh, I like the song now.
Yeah.
Or we'll just scrap the song. It's not that important. We don't really argue over stuff because we have learned that negative energy only brings us down. We have disagreements, but we ain't running around here arguing about stuff because life is too short. And they get that. They get it. They resolve stuff all the time, every day. There's a lot of disagreements all the time, but it's quickly resolved because we know that holding on to stuff is not even worth it.
Wow.
Right.
I appreciate that. Thank you. So you got the new album coming out. I think it's drops on the 27th. I'm not even sure what day of the week is. Is it 25th or the 26th? 25th. Okay. So it drops on the 27th. And so what are you looking for? I know this is the third I guess say version of the song or the song. This is the third one. So what are we looking to talk? What are we looking to deliver with this? And I think what we got in the back getting ready to tell us what you're gonna get out of this.
Oh, okay. So, this is Awaken 3. So our albums, it's like the series of from Awaken 1, Awaken 2, and Awaken 3. And I would say with this album in particular, and it's a reflection of all of our albums, just the growth of our family and how strong the bond has become way stronger, not only musically, but like just as a family. And we've been able to kind of cultivate our own styles and be able to take what my father has taught us and expound upon it, and still doing today, because we're always learning and growing. And my father being a Black music historian and also just our first teacher, we're always in constant searching mode. So I'd say that Awaken 3 kind of highlights all of our personalities and what the family brings as a whole. And that's what I would say.
You guys have any?
You got something to say about this, right?
Yeah, but let me hear more from Niall.
We're a lot better.
He's economical with his words.
Well, it's the first album that we actually have a cover. We the other two albums, everything everything we wrote. I mean, we write everything, but this album is our first cover, and it's Strawberry Letter 23. And
Bay Area,
Shuggy Otis.
I'm gonna put it up on the stage. It's gonna block you out when it comes up. I want people to see it though. Yeah, right there.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
Hey. And shout out to our friend Chrissy Lynn who did the photography.
Yay.
And Zahara created the graphics behind us.
Right.
Yeah. And what's interesting is that photo, that was the very first shot.
Yeah.
And when we saw it, we were like, oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, let's keep taking some, just in case. But we ended up picking the very first shot.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
I took the background off, not to take away from the background. It was beautiful.
No worries.
I wanted to see it like there.
Anybody else?
Oh yeah, that was it. That looks cool. We're floating.
Yeah.
In the middle there. So and then sorry.
I also want to give light to the fact that two of the songs on here belong to our students, students. Yeah, on here.
Yeah, it's the last two tracks. Yeah. And Zahara co-wrote it with one of my husband's longtime students, and then Kelly and Sheldon Callahan. They wrote Such Clear Skies. Yeah.
They have such cool names. Callahan.
Shout out to them and Kaleem Rahman. That's who I co-wrote the song with on the last. But
yeah. And then also shout out to Peter Michael Escovedo of the famous Escovedo family. He mixed all of our albums.
He mixes my music.
And we love him, and we love the E family. And he in particular was like, all right, Nile on the bass. When he heard Niles playing for Strawberry Letter 23, he was like, all right, Nile.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
No, that's great. So now I'm not not throwing anybody's age out there, but I just gotta have an age. So the oldest not the oldest in the group. So take mom and dad out. The oldest 100. So what's the age right there?
21.
21. Okay.
Jeez.
And now
20.
20. Okay.
18.
18.
17.
17.
15.
15. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
All right.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
What a beautiful family, guys.
Yeah.
Beautiful
That's
family.
great.
So
I do want to say something about this record.
correct.
I believe it's our best work.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what makes it more significant and almost tragic in a way is that we lost 15 people from the inception of this record. 15 people of our close relatives and friends, not to mention the icons that we lost: Roberta Flack, Sly Stone, Dwayne Wiggins, Brother Lewis, Frankie Beverly. I mean, these are beautiful human beings who gave us high frequency through their music. And so this was a challenge getting this record done. This was not an easy task because we were going to funerals every other week.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird. It was crazy.
I'd like to think we have pieces of their souls in this album.
That's right. That's right.
Because we were thinking of them whenever we wrote these songs.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
That's
Outstanding.
amazing. You're you could tell, like I say, I would say the homeschooling and the closeness because of as you went around saying the ages, I was just blown away because you're. If you'd have told me higher numbers, I'd have been like, okay, but it's like you're teenagers. You're still kids in some people's eyes, but it's like your maturity, your grasp on this, the fact that you're calling them students and things like that. You have taking this thing in, and it's not just. I'm sure people might even put in the chat and comments because you're gonna have haters everywhere to say that you're faking it, that this is not real. Like take the wigs off right now, so
No way.
So and it blows people away because a lot of people don't see family. You don't see family functioning like this. Like I say, I'm sure you have multiple groups and been in a lot of groups, but to say you have a family group and every last one of them are just as talented as the next one, and you're working. It's amazing to watch you. I don't even want to ruin this moment by now. You say this is your video, so I'm not ruining anything. But if I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all can throw us another one song, any song that you can pull together right here live, and anything. They already got one. See, look, he know what to do. So
I tell you what.
Yes, sir.
This is an interlude on.
The first album.
Did you show them records?
On the first album.
First one.
Show it.
Oh,
yeah.
Here's the first album.
Okay. Yep, I got you. And we'll make sure we get that because I think it's already sold out. I think I went on your they all sold out. Yeah. So, and once you finish,
that's a special edition in that case, but we're ordering the first one again, so then people can have a bundle.
That's the second album.
Yeah.
Okay. All
right.
So, there's a song called Heaven Above is Praying for Me. And our music is meant to evoke thought and connection to spirit, to a positive aspect of our lives we deal with so much negativity from the time we wake up in the morning. We walk out these doors. We don't know if we're coming home because of what's going on. But somehow our ancestors, they're holding us. They're holding us together, and they keep us safe. And if we can hold on to that and understand how to connect with that and to keep that true to our spirit and our heart, we can get through some shit. Excuse my French.
Yeah. Hey.
Because it's rough. It's rough. And so we spend our times making sure that the songs that we do write resonate with humanity. Not only for our people who had to teach everybody how to behave, but with all people. Because we're at the end of the day, civilization started in Africa, which means we all got the same blood running through us some kind of way. But the most important thing is the spirit and the energy of our ancestors and what they went through and what they expect of us, our purpose and our commitment to that purpose to continue to resonate in a high frequency. And that's what we do. And so this song says, heaven above is praying for me. And we're just going to do a little bit of it. It's dedicated to all of you out there. At the end of the day, whether you believe in God or a higher power, understand that that power is within you. And that power within you can help you overcome anything that you may feel that you can overcome. And at the end of the day, there's only one word that stands strong, and that's that LOVE word. And on my lives, I always say, if you can't learn to love yourselves, you can't say I love you to nobody else and mean it. It's just words. But you really got to learn to love yourselves, because everyone is a reflection of you, regardless of race, creed, or color. And so when you learn to love yourself, it makes it easier to love others. My mother used to say that that person out there on the street that's drunk or misbehaving, or that person that's on, what's the drug now? Fentanyl. That person was somebody's baby. And if you can look at and start reducing people to that, it will bring the compassion to your heart. It will bring the love, regardless of race, creed, or color. And so this song says, hold on.
Tune break.
Guitar is one of the hardest instruments to keep tuned.
Heaven above is praying for me. Heaven is praying for me. Stars in the sky and love is nearby. Heaven is praying for me. Heaven above is praying for me. Heaven is praying for me.
Just a little bit. And heaven is always praying.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, it's if you don't mind, Big Jack, man, I've been sitting here listening to y'all's story, and I'm just truly humbled. When I'm asked anything, the first question, if anybody asks who I am, I'm a family man first and foremost. I got a couple kids and a wife I love dearly. And it's so nice to see a family come together around what I call supper for the soul, because that's what music is for me. the beautiful part that I found about music along the way is whether I can speak the language that them people are speaking or not, if we're playing music, we're speaking the same language. And there's a feeling that comes inside that soothes me. It's supper for my soul. And guys, Mama, Papa C, congratulations on what a beautiful job raising such a wonderful set of kids. And you kids, guys, you're everything I want my kids to grow up to be. I have a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old, a boy and a girl. And you know, I went through the whole COVID thing where I'm not a teacher, guys. I'm not a teacher, but my kid got put it. You know, dad had to try to step in and start teaching stuff, and I start. You know, there was a challenge within that you know I didn't know that, like, whoa, man, I don't even know how to handle this situation. But to see you guys come together as a family and be able to put music together. But man, I just know as a band member and as a leader of a band for several years, I just know how difficult it can be to keep a group together, to keep everybody happy, to keep everybody's feelings in check and everybody doing good. Man, it was like living in a soap opera. So I just have to say that I commend you. I love the whole persona of your family. I think it's just absolutely wonderful. So I'm just humbled to be a part of this stage, and I appreciate Big Jack having me on. And it's just absolutely great, guys. Outstanding.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, thank you so much for that. You know, one of the other things that helped us was the martial arts. I've been a martial arts instructor for a very, very long time, and all my children are martial artists. And that has been one of the disciplines that has helped us also to keep a certain amount of grounding and a certain confidence level. So my Shihan, the late Henry Larkin, who was the martial arts instructor for the Panthers. Really, I get a little emotional when I think about him. That's him, Pop Larkin. And you know, I was fortunate that I grew up with two fathers. That was a third. My mother remarried when I was 6 or 7 years old, and my biological dad lived around the corner. So I was cool as long as I didn't do anything stupid, like drugs or, you know, theft or anything like that. But I could speak my mind. My dads didn't mind if I was part of the civil rights activism situation. My mother was scared to death because she thought I was going to get hung out there on a tree. But I will tell you this, I grew up in Jim Crow, Louisiana, and came to California to a different type of Jim Crow. All of that's part of the makings of this here. My wife, who is the apple of my very existence, was a professional ice skater.
Oh, wow.
Did y'all hear what I said? So focus ain't on me. I might be a little bit of all that what people think, but this is centered in mom and dad and her values and what she had to endure and what she had to learn. And I certainly, to say I couldn't do this without her, we couldn't do this without each other. And that love that has grown over time to be a solid bond between us is extremely strong. And we have our moments. We got our moments like anybody else. But we always manage to get through it because we see the bigger picture. And that's the most important thing. Is the big picture.
Yeah.
No, that's it's amazing. We really, I'm watching this, and I know that had we just did a regular We Be Jammin' live, we'd have played your videos, but we would not have gotten all that we got today. I mean, the backstory, the amazement, and if I was already a fan, but now I'm a super fan. So I'm impressed. I mean, I'm like,
I'm a fan too.
next? I'm like, what's next? 100%. And I know that you've been around a lot of people, and y'all see a lot of when we look at it, it's, for me, I'm an outsider looking in, so a lot of professionals or those who have made it. So as a family, I know you're there, but is this, how high do you want to go? Where do you want to go with your music? Where do you see yourself in the near future and or far future? Where do you see this? And anyone, I'll take it out of the parents' hand. Any one of the rest of the group, where do you see yourself?
I want to play more.
Man after my own heart.
I'm all I want is gigs. Give me some gigs.
I do have to. What I love about our family and what I love about the children, whether it's been just 2 people out there or thousands, they bring the same energy. And one of our first experiences was we were booked at the LA County Fair.
Yeah.
And
How long ago was this?
yeah, it was. Yeah. So there were acts that dropped out before us because there wasn't anyone in the audience, and we performed anyways. And there were 2 people in the audience, one of which was a veteran, and he was just.
And we happened to do Boogie Woogie, right?
Yeah, we did Boogie Woogie, Bugle Boy Company B, and we did a lot of other songs, and he was just so. He was so taken, and it was something that he said that he really needed, and he felt healing. And I love that the children were able to, they took in that love that he was giving to us. And they saw like, if there's just 2 people, let's give those 2 people the same kind of love, because you don't know how you're going to affect somebody.
That's right.
And I love that about them. And so when if you guys ever see Niall play, with his big afro, he is just rocking. It's just and he really loves what he. Everybody loves. So to in the near future, I see us getting this filming of this TV show done. Because that's been in the works, and in the far future, I mean, I see. I really work hard on being present, because this life goes by so fast that even like if this was to be my last thing that we did, I really want to be here. So it really matters to everyone that so when I just want to see where this takes us, because I know that they're going to leave the nest one day, and I want them to be able to say that, that they felt every moment of me, of their father, that they felt that love. So when they're out on their own, if they ever need to pull on that love, I'm a phone call away, or whether we're thousands of miles away. There's a song on our album called Purpose. And my husband and it's a song that we wrote for our children. So, and it says, there's a reason we're here. There's a reason we are here. There's a reason you are here. And it's our song to them. So
they sing back to us.
We
sing to them, and they sing back to us.
And
that's awesome.
It's so when we're far apart, they can feel that. Because a lot of times when you see someone in despair, they've forgotten their purpose, or they might not have found it. So I want them to always know that there's a reason that you're here. You're going through something. The storm is so it will strengthen you. And so in the future, I just want us to hold on to our solidarity as a family. So when they eventually leave the nest, that they'll still feel and can draw upon that strength. Because my ultimate dream is to be like 80 years old in college, studying, getting my math degrees that I've always wanted to get, and studying 16th century literature, something like that. Just being a really old student in university. You guys want to take the?
Yeah.
What do you guys see in the future?
What I see in the future, I just really, for us as a family, I really want our message, the family, especially to be pushed, because we meet a lot of people, and one thing that warms my heart a lot of the times is when I hear stories where family members, because we've inspired people to play with their families, that there's a healing process that goes on.
Mhm.
And I really want our message for that to be to come across, so there's like a universal healing
Yes, ma'am.
with family and chosen family. Just
Right.
yeah.
Yes,
Lots of-
ma'am. Outstanding.
I agree.
I'm gonna go.
I
Yeah.
agree.
It's not
Yeah.
it.
Oh, Kiki.
So
Yeah, like Kiki.
Well, other than like what they said in music, I see all of us because we're all gonna go to college at the same time.
Yeah.
And I see, I don't know. I just been thinking about that ever since I've been watching A Different World.
You'll bring it back. You'll bring a different world back.
There
There
it
you go.
is. There it is.
No, Kiki has seen almost every episode of A Different World. Yeah. And she even plays it during our live stream. She'd be like, parents love me.
No, that's pretty cool, and you can bring it back because I know it needs to have a comeback because it was a very inspirational sitcom during the time. Because for a lot of people, then that was that was what we saw what a family was like, because you had the Cosby. It was a spinoff of the Cosby Show where they
Yeah.
went on into school, and you was able to see, all right, this family was successful. A
Yeah.
lot of times we saw the families being broken up, and you hear about a broken family, but to see a mom who's a lawyer and a dad who's a doctor and the kids going to college, and then seeing the college life and the experiences of the different world and all of that. So we grew up like that. So we was able to share that with like my son. Now, Pharoah Keys is up there. He's in his 30s. So he's a little older than your kid. So, but at the same time, he could tell you all of those things and sitting there and watching those sitcoms and laughing with each other and enjoying it. I've never played, well, I tried to play a musical instrument. Matter of fact, I tried to play the sax. And he tried to teach me. And but when he picked up those instruments and just to watch him playing the violin, playing the saxophone, playing the keyboard, playing the drums, and I'm like just totally amazed because I know it didn't come from me. But
Wait. Big Jack, you said that you were in sports. That takes a lot of discipline.
oh yeah,
And being an artist and a musician, that's discipline. So that's from you, Pops.
Yeah.
Let's let him not, goad over, because he was in what got me the bug was he was in a men's group when I was a kid. So while they were doing different things in for church and stuff as a men's group, and the leader was a guitar player, and you seeing all these men who at church they not singing on a normal, but when they get up there, they're singing, they're moving, and I'm sitting in a pew in the back, just looking at hymnals while they're rehearsing, and I'm watching a rehearsal live for the first time. I'm seeing a black guitarist for the first time. I'm, seeing my dad up there, learning these songs, these men chorus songs, these quartet songs. I'm like, so don't let him pass up like he didn't have any kind of talent. He don't like to talk about it, but it was there. I was in the back. I'm a witness to it all.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
That's
I tell him, can't carry a tune in a bucket. No, I can't. So, but I have fun, and that was the whole thing. And I'm sure the same way with you, Papa C and Mama C, that letting them enjoy the music. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, you didn't even want them to pick it up. It just came, and that was the whole thing with I never forced my kids to do anything. I'm gonna expose you to everything, and whatever sticks to you, I'm gonna support you as you go through it. So I mean, I can see that right here, and your music sticks. It sticks. I mean, it's like it's addictive. I want to hear more and more. And like I said, I know I got your videos back here. It's hard to believe we are 1 hour and 30 minutes into this show, and And it's been amazing. I mean, really amazing. So I'm gonna pull one of your videos up, and I was gonna ask you a question. Now, do you find yourself, and I'm gonna go with the rest of the group here. Do you find yourself judging, or I don't say judging, but critiquing other groups when you hear them?
No.
No? Okay.
I
never even thought of that.
When you listen to other people's music, your first thing shouldn't be to critique anything. It should be to embrace the music and to point out what they bring to it.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Outstanding,
at least for me, it's like everyone has their preference for like their own, for like listening to a style of music or whatever. And it's always good to try listening to other things. But if you don't like something, it's simply not your style. But whoever made it, it's not necessarily right to like openly express your negative opinion on like their own art form.
True. That.
Exactly, because your opinion shouldn't matter that much to them. If whatever you think shouldn't apply to what they think about themselves or their music, because it's their music.
Yeah.
We don't have that kind of privilege to critique anything unless they want advice.
Yeah.
So this is what I teach my children. It's not your job to critique somebody else's art, because that art, you didn't create it, didn't come through you.
That's right.
And if that's something that came from the divine, you don't have no business critiquing it in the first place. So now, if you ask me some questions about the actual arrangement, the music itself, I will answer that. But I won't answer it in a way that I'm going to make you feel bad for what you did, unless you're just up there ho-humming around and just making noise.
Ho-humming is a word.
It is. Being stupid. If you're just being silly and stupid, but if that person has the intent to be sincere and they're really pouring their heart out to give music, and they may not even sound that good to a lot of people, it's my job to help direct them in a way that is going to help them. And so I'm not gonna tear down anybody's art. My students, my so-called students, I learn from them.
Right.
Because what I try to do is create an atmosphere of pedagogy where everybody where learning is an exchange. Yeah, I have information to give you, but let me see what you can do to give back to me. What you gonna do with the information I give you? That's how the old cats taught me in the Basie and Duke Ellington Orchestra. That's how Maurice talked to me. That's how Larry Gales, Ben Riley, Charlie Rouse. That's how they talk to me when I played with them. So it's a cultivating situation that we try to create when it comes to the music. And that's extremely important. That movie, what was the movie with the dude teaching them the drums? Whiplash? That's garbage. It's crap. It's crap. That's not how this happens. That's not, why would you do that? Why would you do it that way in the first place?
Right.
That's not what music is supposed to do. Music is a very high frequency. It's how we connect to our highest self. Art, music. And so that's why they speak the way that they speak.
Yes.
So
I want to add one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Art is never meant to be critiqued because everybody has different opinions on it. It is meant to be observed. It is meant to be felt, and it is meant to spread a message.
Absolutely. Well, and just by definition alone, it's very subjective. I mean, so who am I to say whether your art is right or wrong or whatever? And the one thing, just to interject just a little bit, but as a musician, I have found so many times just stepping outside of my box and listening to things that are different has added to my abilities for the music that I wanted to play. It may not, for example, you know, I'm a bluegrass musician. I love bluegrass. It's in my soul. I love it. It's what I'm about. I just like the music. But I found within the blues and within jazz and within these things that I didn't put together until I started stepping out of my comfort zone and finding these little off notes and finding these little off beats and rhythms. And so it's one of these journeys, guys. I just love this family. I love what you're doing. And man, this music thing, it's a whole lot bigger than just the sound. It's a universal language that no matter whether the person's black, white, purple, green, Chinese, if you're playing the blues, you're playing the blues. If you're playing whatever, you're always going to have that connection with other folks. And man, it's just such a bonding experience for people. So I just commend you guys. Outstanding. I have one question. As you guys progressed and started with your family, band together, did you guys find instruments that you leaned more towards? I guess I'm speaking to the kids in more of this question. But as you started, did mom and dad introduce you to an instrument you thought you weren't going to like, and then when you got on it, you was like, "Hey, man, this is kind of cool, man."
Well, I think
so. Originally, I wanted to play the saxophone because it looked cool and it was gold. But they gave me the bass, and over time, I learned to love the role of that, bass.
Yeah.
I grew to love it.
Yeah.
So
he wanted to play saxophone. I said, "Son, I need a bass player."
Well, and I'm sure Dad will tell you that a bass player is hard to find. So if you're a bass player, you can get you a job somewhere. You can always have a band that will need you. There's work in it. That's awesome, man. Yeah. The only bass I can play is this little thump bass I got here behind me. You see that? Yeah, that's my bass right there. You see it? The tin can thump bass. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. It's right there on the floor.
Yeah, it's old
I
school.
see it's on the floor.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's funny.
Yeah. But it actually, like in an acoustic jam, it actually is really cool as a bass. You know what I mean? It's really cool, man.
That's really cool.
So I want to make sure that you, as a bluegrass player, that music came from slaves too.
Yeah.
And going back to, you made a comment about the blues. Guess what Miles Davis said? It's all blues.
It's all blues. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
It's all blues.
Yeah, it is.
I do have your let me see. That's the way the world. It ain't over. I got that video. Can I play that one? Yeah. And I want y'all to, because we got Pharaoh Keys with us today and their band. So I was going to ask you this: do y'all do the Tiny Desk contest, or do you ever submit your songs to that?
We don't qualify because we have people under the age of 18.
Oh, didn't know that. So that's something I didn't know that was a rule. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've had people on there that were under.
That wasn't the contest. That was Yo Gabba Gabba. They are like iconic. Yo Gabba Gabba. Yeah, they're not part of the.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah,
because when Pharaoh Keys come back, I wanted to put his band up there, just because we had your band up, and I just want you to hear his band.
Yeah.
As a shout out to him when he comes back up on the stage. But we're gonna play your That's the Way of the World. It ain't over till it's over. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me get that up there.
Phoenix, I think
Phoenix
is
is singing.
She's in a onesie.
Yeah. Huh?
Phoenix is wearing a onesie. It's a big orange.
Yeah.
I hope I got the right one there, because this is I don't know if I got the right one. I'll pull it up. We'll show you in a second. Let's see. Like a onesie. I'm thinking.
Isn't she wearing?
Where it's all good.
So is that the right one?
Yeah, that's the onesie.
Okay.
It's a Garfield.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's get it out, go all the way back, and here we are.
Outstanding job, guys. Outstanding.
How long ago was that moment? Do you know?
I don't
You
know.
muted
Months
up.
ago. A few months ago. That was this year, right?
Yeah.
I thought
I
it was
think
last
so.
year.
Last year? I don't know.
I think it was last year.
What is time?
It's awesome. Good arrangement. Outstanding arrangement.
We try to find the video.
You're muted up, Big J.
He muted himself.
What was your question?
No, that was me. I apologize. It was still playing in the back. I'm trying to find it. So,
Oh,
but I want to listen. I want to be able to put, because we got the heavy hitters here on the stage. I want to put them up on their tiny desks so y'all can hear them.
Heavy hitters.
Tiny desk entry, and then we'll come back. So give me 1 second, get them up on the stage, and here they go. So y'all are gonna come off when this happens. So here we go.
insecure and I hate the bore. You already know it. I'm an undiscovered poet, performer with rockstar motives. Let me tell you something that not many people have ever noticed. But I'm scared of being vulnerable. And I'm scared of commitment, but obviously, yeah, whatever. Who is it? I bet if I called you, you'll be right at my spot in about 5 minutes. And you're going to delete this voicemail, God forbid your man think I'm in it. I'll say this to you, you might get offended, but I'm a little drunk right now. You would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. But you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. I'm a little drunk right now. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I want you to know I can love myself on my own, but I'm a little drunk right now. I'm a little drunk.
All right. That's
Yeah.
Hey.
Outstanding.
Pharaoh that left the stage. I don't know where y'all there is. Look, he
Good job.
popped up here. Watch out and watch him. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's the Heavy Hitters band. For those who don't know, who's out there watching, that's a local, I guess a local band for us. I'm a fan. I'm a super fan of them, and now we have the Curtis family, the C notes to be added to the list for 100% sure. I am truly honored to have you on my stage. I am truly honored that y'all took your time to spend it with me today. And I thank you all. I'm going to ask you, if you don't mind, just to hang back a little bit. We're going to close this show out. And then if you can hang back, because I just want to talk to you behind the stage just one more time, or a little bit more. For everyone who did come in today, we thank you all for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed the show. I know it was a little different than what we've done before, but at the same time, we're changing things up and we're growing. We're now the Iron Sharpening Iron universe. And because of the universe, we're looking to, say the infinity and beyond, 100% where we're trying to go with this. So the Curtis family, their album is on the 27th. It's going to be kicking off 100%. So if you haven't had a chance, I'm not even sure, but we'll make sure we get the links out, and so you can say how to order it. Make sure you get your copy of the newest album coming out. It's the 3rd version. And definitely 100% go out there and get yours on the 27th when it drops and go live. You will not be disappointed. 100. And you go to their channel, you can see their commercials and everything that's going to be promoting the songs and the music. Thank you, Curtis family, all of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pharaoh. Thank you, God, and everyone out there. We're going to end this show, but please don't leave the stage, and I'll talk to you in a second. All right. Thank you.